Mom and daddy from the south. I like golds in my mouth, like to drive real slow with the beats down low. And I never been a shooter, but I rebound though, like my hair blonde though. I'm the hair honcho, get the bread pronto. Got these hands rondo, pull up skirt slow mo. You don't know so.
Hey YouTube, just editing this video and wanted to jump in to let you know that I'm still alive, even though it's been about 7 months since I last posted a video. So I've definitely tried to film some vlogs for you, but man, it's so difficult in Sydney. I actually plan to restart this channel with a New Zealand series travel vlog, but Sydney got thrown back into another lockdown, so here we are again. So what have I been up to in the last 7 months since my disappearance from YouTube? I've mostly just been laying low, doing client work, saving money and waiting for the world to reopen. I recently picked up a DJI FPV drone, which has been so much more fun than I thought it would be. It's probably the closest you get to feeling like flying like a bird. A word of warning though, if you're thinking of picking one of these up for yourself, it's pretty hard to learn how to fly. Everything's manual, the learning curve is quite steep, and it's probably one of the harder things I've ever had to do. I've had a few crashes already, but it's still alright. I finally got around to opening my photography print store, so if you're thinking of picking up some of my work, I'll leave a discount code on the screen now. I'll leave a link to my print store in the video's description. I haven't been completely absent from YouTube. I've been working with Adobe and I've created a whole bunch of tutorial videos on their channels, and I've also live streamed with them a bunch of times. If you're looking for more content to watch, I'll leave a link to all those videos in the top right. And yeah, that's mostly been me in the last 7 months or so. Seeing as travel's off the cards for the foreseeable future, I decided to get my own place, which is what this video is about. Come snoop through other people's Sydney homes as I go through apartment inspections to find my own apartment/studio. So the main 3 things I needed in apartment hunting were a convenient city location, enough room for me to work and film these YouTube videos in, and a car space, and that's it. Apartment number 1. This was the very first apartment I inspected, which was not bad. It was in a good location and was quite modern. Just ignore the stuff, the dude hadn't moved out yet. It had a quiet non-street facing balcony, but it was quite expensive for what it was and too small for my needs because a computer table and a couch wouldn't even fit in the living area. So on to the next one. Apartment number 2. So this one I quite liked. It was pretty cheap for what it was and it was right in the middle of the city. Had a really nice balcony view, which would be pretty cool for sunsets. The problem was that it was quite small and old for what it was. The living room was pretty tiny, and the bedroom had this weird slanted ceiling. Oh, and the balcony was connected to the neighbor's balcony by this small wall, which made me a little uneasy. You could see right into the other dude's bedroom, and it'd be super easy to climb, so break-ins would be a bit of a concern, I think. The view was pretty sick though. But anyway, on to the next one. Apartment number 3. This apartment was not too bad. It felt a little run down, probably by all the students that had passed through here in the years. There was lots of space, and the light was quite decent. To be honest, I'm not really a fan of all the carpet. I'd prefer floorboards, so I wasn't really feeling this apartment. It's quite cheap for what it was. The bedroom wasn't that big, but the strange thing was that the neighbor's balcony could look directly into your bedroom, so that was a bit weird. Deal breaker for me, I think. But on to the next one. Apartment number 4 and 5. So I had no intention of renting the next 2 apartments, but I just wanted to check them out since I was in the area. If you've ever wondered what the inside of that grass-covered building in Central Park looks like, this is it. It was pretty expensive and really tiny, with a shared laundry with one of your neighbors. This is still the shared foyer space before you enter the apartment. As you enter, you'll see a tiny kitchen. It kind of reminds me of the standard small hotel room layout, where it's a small kitchenette, a bathroom, and then an open room. The bathroom is pretty tiny, so it kind of reminds me of a hotel bathroom as well. This particular apartment was located on the same floor as the swimming pool. The balcony actually was connected right to the swimming pool, so you could smell the chlorine and you could hear the kids running up and down the swimming pool. No thanks. The agent then took me upstairs to a higher leveled apartment. Apartment number 5. Again, this apartment had a shared foyer with a shared laundry and some storage at the front. I can't remember which level this was on, but it was quite high up and the views are pretty good. But the apartment itself was quite tiny, basically a square. You're also right under these mirror things, which is meant to redirect sunlight into the pool area during the day, but at night it also glows with LEDs, which might be cool for the first few nights, but would be quite annoying after that. They're right in front of you. The views are not bad, hey, but this one's not for me. Alright, so on to the next one. Apartment number 6. Honestly, I don't even know what to say about this apartment. It was in a very central city location, but I'm pretty sure it was a crack house. When I walked in, I saw some crackheads leaving the building, so not much to show. Dimly lit, felt very uncomfortable. On to the next one. Apartment number 7. I quite like this one. It'd probably be my top 3 out of all the inspections I did. It was in a good location, there was a good amount of room. I didn't really like the carpet, to be honest, but everything was quite new, and the best way I could describe it is it was quite inoffensive and it lacked a bit of character, to be honest. It felt just like a generic apartment, but top 3 I think in terms of inspections that I've done so far. On to the next one, apartment number 8. Alright, so this one was probably my favorite of all the apartments I inspected, and I was pretty close to putting my application in for this one. It was a little expensive, but it was in a great location. It had a lot of natural light and was a split 2-story apartment. So the first floor was a kitchen and a lounge room, and upstairs was the bedroom and bathroom. I like that the first floor, the lounge room, had floorboards, and didn't mind too much that the bedroom had carpet. The bathroom is huge. There was a whole walkway all the way to the shower. It did feel a bit strange, kind of like a gym bathroom, but the apartment itself had 2 balconies, one on each floor, which was pretty cool. I didn't really like how close it was facing to the next buildings, but 2 balconies, I can't really complain. So obviously I left my actual apartment choice to the very end, so here is my apartment/studio. So like I mentioned earlier, it's actually taken me like 7 months to put this video together. I've actually been here for about 7 months, but this video is getting quite long, so you're gonna have to wait till the next episode. I'll give you a full tour and I'll run you through the moving in process, the furnishing and everything I've bought for the place, as well as some cable management and lots more. So subscribe and I'll see you in the next video.
All the homies, fam of mine, know that J ain't meant to slide.